Hey everyone, my name's Goldfire Prime, and welcome back to the show. So today what I have for you guys is something a little different. Today, what we'll be reviewing is the Iron Man 2008 Ironmonger. Now, if you all know, I am a big fan of Iron Man. He is my most favorite superhero, and you'll know that if you watched Bumble Bastion before that channel got taken down. And yeah, I figured we'll review this figure. Now, a bit of history. I know a lot of people don't even know the character Ironmonger. Well, he's the villain from the first Iron Man movie. He's pretty much like the prime example of that old phrase, anything you could do, I can do better. And yeah, he really did not do better than Iron Man, because in one scene he was like flying and he was like really, really slow, like just, my suit is more advanced in every way. And Iron Man just pew! And of course he died in the movie. But this figure, there was like a variant, which was the red variant, and that one was based off concept art of the movie. And that one had the red arc reactor and the red eyes. I was lucky enough to get the blue one, which is like the rarer variants. Don't mean to like brag or anything, but yeah. So let's get on to the figure himself. So for detail, he does have a really nice head sculpt that is really movie accurate, even for the 2008 standards. I think it's pretty good in like the sculpting. And Hasbro, like when they do Marvel Legends style figures, because if you're a Marvel fan like me, you will know that Marvel Legends used to be from Toy Biz, and in 2007 went to Hasbro, and you could tell that this is an early Hasbro Marvel Legends figure, because the eyes, for some reason Hasbro did this thing with Iron Man figures where like they had the eyes look like stickers they're printed on. I don't mind that too much. I mean, it kind of gives me like fond memories of like old Iron Man toys that I used to have back then. And yeah, and he also has an arc reactor that is made out of blue transparent plastic, which is really nice. I'm glad that this is actually like a separate piece, not like a sticker or anything like printed on. And also you do got some little blue lights right here and here. And yeah, the rest of the figure, it's really lacking in colors. It's molded out like this gray, bronzes kind of metallic plastic, and I don't really like that. I wish they used like a lighter shade of gray to make it look more silver. And also another thing that I don't like is how they didn't paint blue for the repulsors on his hands. Cause like, I mean, you got blue paint that you use for here. Why couldn't you use the same paint for the hands? Like, really stupid, Hasbro. But yeah. And also he does have this machine gun on his left arm, which is really cool, and I wish there was some paint applications on here, like maybe paint those missiles like red or something. And he got like this little this part, it looks like a grenade launcher, and this, it looks like a flamethrower of some sorts. And it kind of looks like Optimus's smokestacks. And like these weird shoulder pads, like they're made of like this soft material. Because of course, if it was made of any other material, like your usual ABS plastic, which is the material that's used for like the torso, then it'll just like shear off in like a matter of seconds. Which is why with like Marvel Legends style figures, or just Marvel Legends in general, they're made like a softer plastic. And yep, this reminds me of that scene where like Iron Man, he climbed on Ironmonger's back and he like was looking at one of these pistons right here and he said, "This looks important," so he like just ripped it out. I thought that scene was really cool. And yeah, on the back there's nothing much. So, for articulation, he does have pretty good articulation until you go down to the legs. So you got a ball joint, at least I think it's a ball joint. I don't know, it's like really stiff. Maybe it's just like a standard swivel on the neck that could like look right and left. And you do got a ratchet in the shoulder, and you got up and down, which is on a hinge, and you got a swivel in the bicep, you got a bend at the elbow, and you also kind of have like a bit of a double bend, but it's not really that useful because there's barely any clearance in that area. You got a swivel in the wrists, and you got a hinge that can make it go up and down, and you got a swivel in the waist, and when you move the waist, it kind of moves the arms, and we'll get to that in a bit. And now the legs. Well, this leg, it could only just go like that. There's no like up and down. It's not on like a hinge or anything, which really sucks. You do got a bend in the knee, which is on a hinge, and you got an ankle tilt, which is also on a hinge. And yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Now, this guy, he has a gimmick, and I know it's kind of like a dumb gimmick because it sacrifices a lot of articulation, but I kind of like it. So you kind of get like the arms positioned in any way you want, which is why they're on like ratcheting joints. And then this leg right here, like it has a gear function, so if you squeeze it, he does this, like he moves his arms like he's, "Get out of my way, move it." And yeah, it's a bit of a dumb gimmick, but I kind of like it. I think it's really fun. Kids will have a kick out of this. Ooh. And he kind of looks like he's dancing too. He's busting the move, he's straying the carpet. He's getting his groove on. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is with this guy. Now let's get on to some size comparison. So here he is with the Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch neoclassic Iron Man, and compared to a 3 3/4 inch / 4-inch figure, this guy, he's up to Ironmonger's hip, which I think it's like a little too small if you want these guys to be in like scale. Like I think Iron Man should be like maybe up to like here, like just like a little bit taller. But if you like have that 6-inch Iron Man that came in like the same line as this guy, he's like up to his shoulder, and I think that's way too big. Like the scaling, a lot of stuff is off. But this guy, he's in an entirely different scale, so I don't mind it too much. And here he is with, of course, a Transformers Deluxe class figure, specifically a 2007 concept Camaro Bumblebee. And yeah, Ironmonger, he's still like a bit taller than this guy. And yeah, I brought him in for size comparison because, you know, you gotta have at least a little bit of Transformers in something that isn't Transformers related in my reviews, because, you know, mostly Transformers fans come see me. And also here's a comparison of like another figure that is kind of in like that 1/12 scale. Here he is with NECA Toys, Concrete Jungle Predator, and yeah, I figure I could like throw this guy in just like, well, because I don't really have any other figures that are in this scale besides Predators and some Batmans, but those Predators and Batmans, they're actually like my brothers, so yeah, I'm kind of like borrowing this guy for a size comparison. So of course he is like a lot taller than Ironmonger because this guy, like the Predators in from NECA, they're 8 inches tall, so like they're very decently sized. And no, I'm probably never ever gonna do a review on these guys because they are missing like a lot of accessories and stuff like that. So yeah, what are my final thoughts on Iron Man 2008 Ironmonger? Well, I think he's a really nice figure, and he is one that's kind of hard to come by if you're looking for the blue variant, and even the red one too, because this guy, like, he's now valued at like $30, and I think that's a little too much. Luckily, I found this guy for like 24, and I think that's alright. So, yeah, I do kind of recommend him, and yeah, I think he's a really nice figure. So everyone, that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my new videos. And you can follow me on Instagram, same name, Goldfire Prime. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, I was farting a bit. Okay, bye.